Have you ever wondered why some men over 50 look quietly powerful and elegant without a single flashy logo or trendy piece? That's the magic of the old money aesthetic, a style built on quiet confidence, timeless tailoring, and subtle luxury. It's not about chasing every new trend, it's about investing in pieces that speak of refinement and longevity. For men in their 50s, this approach is especially powerful. At this stage of life, you've earned the right to dress with confidence and maturity. Your clothes should communicate stability, sophistication, and taste, without shouting for attention. The old money look embraces quality fabrics, impeccable fit, and a muted color palette that works for any occasion, whether you're heading to a dinner party, traveling, or simply enjoying a weekend out. The beauty of this style is that it feels natural. It's not costume-like or trying too hard. Instead, it quietly tells the world that you value craftsmanship, know yourself, and have nothing to prove. By focusing on timeless pieces, a tailored blazer, crisp shirts, well-cut trousers, polished shoes, and refined accessories, you'll look effortlessly elegant and feel comfortable in your own skin. In this video, I'll show you the key principles of mastering the old money aesthetic after 50. From choosing high-quality fabrics to perfecting fit, avoiding flashy logos, and styling with subtle accessories, we'll build a wardrobe that's refined, versatile, and timeless. The kind of style that never goes out of fashion. Key Principle 1. Invest in timeless tailoring. When it comes to the old money aesthetic, fit is everything. And nothing conveys refinement better than garments that are expertly tailored. A well-fitted blazer or suit jacket instantly makes you look sharper, slimmer, and more polished. For men over 50, this is especially crucial. As the body changes with age, shoulders may slope, waists may expand slightly. Off-the-rack clothing often fails to flatter. Investing in tailoring ensures your clothes work with your body, not against it. Start with a tailored navy or charcoal blazer, the ultimate old money essential. Look for structured shoulders that provide shape without stiffness, a slightly nipped waist for balance, and sleeves that show just a hint of your shirt cuff. Pair it with well-cut trousers, flat front or single pleat, in shades like gray, beige, or khaki. These pieces form the backbone of a refined wardrobe and can be mixed endlessly with shirts, knitwear, or casual chinos for versatility. Pay attention to fabric quality as well. Opt for wool, cashmere blends, or high-quality cotton. These materials drape beautifully and last for years, often improving with time. Avoid overly shiny synthetic fabrics or stiff, cheap blends. They can cheapen your look instantly. Instead, go for a matte, slightly textured finish. It whispers luxury rather than screaming for attention. If you're new to tailoring, find a reputable local tailor and have at least one blazer and a pair of trousers adjusted to fit you perfectly. Small tweaks, shortening sleeves, slimming the waist, adjusting the hem, can transform a standard garment into something exceptional. Even if you buy off the rack, tailoring elevates it to look bespoke. Finally, remember the old money philosophy. Quality over quantity. It's better to own 2 or 3 perfectly tailored jackets than a closet full of mediocre ones. A well-fitting blazer can take you from a business lunch to a casual dinner or a weekend getaway with effortless sophistication. principle 2, choose high-quality fabrics. If tailoring is the foundation of the old money aesthetic, then fabric is the soul. No matter how perfect the cut, a blazer or pair of trousers made from cheap synthetic material will never look refined. High-quality fabrics drape better, age beautifully, and feel more luxurious. And they communicate quiet wealth without any need for logos. For men over 50, fabric choice also impacts comfort, as natural fibers breathe better and move with the body. Start with natural materials such as wool, cashmere, cotton, linen, and fine blends. A wool blazer with a soft hand feel will keep its shape and stay sharp for years. Cashmere sweaters not only feel incredible but also layer seamlessly under jackets without adding bulk. For warmer seasons, linen and lightweight cotton provide breathability and a relaxed yet polished look. Pay close attention to texture and finish. The old money look avoids overly shiny, stiff, or plasticky fabrics. Instead, choose a matte or subtly textured finish. Think brushed cotton chinos, merino wool knits, or a softly structured wool blazer. These materials whisper sophistication instead of screaming for attention. Color also matters. High-quality fabrics hold dyes better, meaning your navy stays deep, your beige stays warm, and your grays don't fade after a few washes. Investing in better cloth means your clothes will continue looking rich and elegant over time. Another key is longevity. Well-made natural fabrics can last decades if cared for properly. A merino wool sweater will resist pilling longer than a cheap acrylic version. A full-grain leather shoe lined with real leather will mold to your foot and outlast synthetic options. The old money wardrobe isn't built overnight. It's curated over time, with each quality piece lasting many seasons. If you're unsure how to spot quality, feel the weight and texture of the fabric. Check for smooth seams and look for natural fiber labels. When possible, buy fewer but better pieces. One cashmere sweater will serve you better than 5 acrylic ones. Key principle 3, stick to a neutral, sophisticated palette. If there's one thing that instantly sets the old money aesthetic apart from loud trends, it's the use of a restrained, timeless color palette. Neutral, understated tones communicate refinement and make it easy to mix and match pieces without clashing. For men over 50, this approach is especially flattering. Neutrals create a clean, elegant silhouette and help you look polished without trying too hard. The foundation of an old money wardrobe lies in navy, charcoal, gray, beige, camel, cream, white, and deep brown. These shades work seamlessly together and can transition from casual to formal with ease. For instance, a navy blazer pairs effortlessly with beige chinos or gray wool trousers. A camel overcoat looks equally at home with denim for a relaxed weekend or with tailored slacks for an evening out. Neutrals also age gracefully. Bright or trendy colors can feel dated quickly, while muted tones remain relevant year after year. For men in their 50s, this stability is key. You want clothes that last in both quality and style. A soft gray sweater or crisp white shirt will still look elegant a decade from now, while bold prints or neon shades may feel out of place. That doesn't mean your wardrobe should be boring. The old money look uses subtle contrast and texture to keep things interesting. For example, pair a navy blazer with light gray trousers and a cream sweater, or mix camel outerwear with crisp white shirts and dark brown shoes. Earthy tones like olive or muted burgundy can be added sparingly for depth without breaking the understated aesthetic. Another advantage of a neutral palette is versatility. When your wardrobe shares the same family of colors, you can create countless outfits with fewer pieces. A key part of dressing intelligently after 50. It simplifies shopping and makes getting dressed effortless yet refined. Avoid overly loud patterns or bright synthetic colors. While a small accent, such as a pocket square or scarf, can add personality, keep the overall look clean, muted, and elegant. Remember, the old money man doesn't need to shout. His style speaks softly but confidently. Key Principle 4. Master Subtle Layering. One of the hallmarks of the old money aesthetic is the art of layering, building outfits with multiple pieces in a way that feels natural, balanced, and quietly sophisticated. For men over 50, mastering layering is essential because it allows you to dress comfortably for different climates while maintaining an elegant, polished look. Start with a foundation layer, a crisp dress shirt, a fine-gauge merino or cashmere sweater, or a lightweight turtleneck. These pieces sit close to the body and create a clean base. Over this, add a mid-layer such as a tailored blazer, a structured cardigan, or a light cashmere zip-up. Finally, finish with an outer layer like a classic wool overcoat, a trench coat, or a soft-shouldered sport jacket. The key is balance. Each layer should add depth, not bulk. Choose lightweight, high-quality fabrics to avoid looking bulky. A thin cashmere sweater under a blazer is more refined than a thick, chunky knit that distorts the jacket's shape. For outerwear, unstructured coats and soft tailoring help maintain a natural drape while keeping the outfit sharp. Avoid puffer jackets or overly sporty pieces unless you're dressing for very casual occasions. They can break the old money mood. Color coordination is also crucial. Stick to a cohesive palette with complementary neutrals. Navy with camel, gray with cream, brown with olive. A well-layered outfit uses subtle contrast. Think a navy blazer over a light gray sweater, topped with a camel overcoat. Keep patterns minimal. If you choose a patterned scarf or shirt, let the rest of the outfit remain simple. Layering is also about proportion. Each layer should be slightly longer or shorter than the one beneath it, creating a clean visual line. For example, your shirt should peek subtly under a sweater, while your overcoat should cover the blazer without overwhelming it. Sleeves should allow for just a hint of shirt cuff to show, adding to the refined feel. Finally, remember that less is more. Old money layering avoids excessive bulk or over-accessorizing. Aim for 3 well-chosen layers rather than piling on. The goal is to look effortlessly put together, not as if you tried to show every piece in your wardrobe. When done right, subtle layering adds dimension, warmth, and a quiet sophistication that suits men over 50 perfectly. Key Principle 5. Elevate with refined accessories. The old money aesthetic is often described as quiet luxury, and nothing completes that look better than the right accessories. For men over 50, accessories aren't just extras, they're subtle signals of taste, refinement, and attention to detail. A well-chosen watch, belt, or pair of sunglasses can transform a simple outfit into one that feels intentional and elevated. Start with a classic timepiece. You don't need to own a flashy, diamond-studded watch. In fact, that goes against the old money philosophy. Instead, opt for something understated and timeless, a slim dress watch with a leather strap or a vintage-inspired stainless steel piece. Watches are more than functional. They're heirlooms, and wearing one with confidence shows appreciation for tradition. A high-quality leather belt is another must-have. Match it to your shoes, brown with brown, black with black, and avoid large, flashy buckles. A simple, well-made belt quietly ties your whole outfit together and reinforces the idea of understated elegance. When it comes to eyewear, classic shapes are key. Aviators, wayfarers, or subtle round frames in tortoiseshell or black acetate add polish without screaming for attention. Skip overly trendy or logo-heavy frames. The goal is effortless sophistication. Consider adding pocket squares, silk ties, and subtle scarves for formal settings. Stick to solid colors or very subtle patterns. These small touches add visual interest without overwhelming the outfit. For colder months, invest in cashmere scarves and leather gloves. Practical, yet elegant. Finally, think about quality over quantity. One excellent leather briefcase or weekend bag beats 3 synthetic ones. A pair of polished cufflinks or a simple silver bracelet can enhance a formal look without being loud. Each accessory should feel intentional and quietly luxurious, aligning with the old money ideal, refinement without excess. For men over 50, accessories are also about confidence. They show that you've mastered your personal style and can express it with subtlety. When your clothes are tailored, your fabrics are high quality, and your accessories are refined, you'll embody the essence of old money. Timeless, sophisticated, and effortlessly elegant. Key Principle 6. Avoid flashy logos trends. If there's one thing that instantly separates the old money aesthetic from mainstream fashion, it's the refusal to rely on flashy logos or fleeting trends. Quiet wealth doesn't need to shout. It whispers through quality, fit, and timeless style. For men over 50, avoiding loud branding and trend chasing not only looks more sophisticated, but also helps you build a wardrobe that lasts for years. Logos can be tempting because they seem to signal status, but in reality, they often feel overly commercial and dated. A shirt covered in oversized brand names or sneakers with bold designer emblems might impress in the moment, but quickly lose their appeal. True old money style leans on craftsmanship, not clout. A perfectly tailored blazer or well-made leather loafer speaks volumes without a single logo. The same goes for trends. Fast fashion cycles push new cuts, colors, and patterns every season, but most look outdated within a year or two. Instead, focus on classic silhouettes that have stood the test of time. Clean blazers, tailored trousers, fine knitwear, and simple leather shoes. These never lose their elegance, and when paired with high-quality fabrics, they only get better with age. Avoid loud patterns, neon colors, or garments plastered with logos. Instead, opt for clean lines and muted tones. A navy blazer with no external branding will outshine any jacket with an oversized emblem. Loafers with subtle stitching and no flashy designer hardware look more refined than trend-heavy shoes with giant logos. This principle also ties to confidence. At 50 plus, you've earned the right to dress for yourself, not to prove status. Quiet luxury shows self-assurance. It says you know what matters and don't need validation from trends or branding. If you want to add interest, do it subtly. Choose rich textures, cashmere, brushed cotton, fine wool, or refined details, horn buttons, hand-stitched seams, instead of logos. Focus on permanence rather than hype, and you'll cultivate a wardrobe that feels elegant no matter the season. Key Principle 7. Focus on grooming. Fit. No matter how refined your clothes are, The old money aesthetic falls apart if grooming and fit are ignored. True timeless elegance is built not only on what you wear, but also on how you present yourself. For men over 50, this principle becomes even more important. The right grooming and impeccable fit can instantly make you look polished, confident, and youthful, without trying to appear younger than you are. Let's start with grooming. Well-kept hair is essential. Avoid outdated cuts or overly trendy styles that clash with quiet luxury. Opt for clean, classic cuts that complement your face shape. If your hair is thinning or going gray, embrace it, but keep it neat and intentional. Facial hair should also be well maintained. A neatly trimmed beard, clean-shaven look, or carefully shaped stubble all work, but avoid anything scruffy or unkempt. Skincare isn't just for the young. A simple routine, cleansing, moisturizing, and sun protection, keeps your face healthy and vibrant. Well-hydrated skin signals self-care and attention to detail, key elements of understated sophistication. Fit is the other half of the equation. Even the finest fabrics and most luxurious brands can look sloppy if the clothing doesn't fit your body. As you age, proportions change, so it's worth reassessing your sizing. Shoulders should align perfectly with your jackets, sleeves should hit just above the wrist bone, and trousers should have a clean break at the shoe. Avoid clothes that are too baggy, they add unnecessary bulk, or too tight, they look forced and uncomfortable. Tailoring plays a big role here. A skilled tailor can make small adjustments that dramatically improve how your clothes drape. Hemming trousers to the right length, slimming a blazer's waist, or shortening sleeves can make you appear taller, leaner, and more put together. Finally, think of grooming and fit as a statement of self-respect. Quiet luxury isn't just about owning fine clothing, it's about caring for your appearance in a way that's subtle but unmistakably polished. When your hair is neat, your skin healthy, and your clothes fit impeccably, you embody the old money ideal. Confidence without arrogance, elegance without effort. The old money aesthetic isn't about chasing wealth or impressing strangers. It's about quiet confidence and timeless refinement. For men over 50, this style is especially powerful because it aligns with where you are in life, accomplished, self-assured, and uninterested in trends that fade overnight. By focusing on perfect tailoring, high-quality fabrics, a sophisticated neutral palette, and thoughtful layering, you create a wardrobe that feels natural yet elevated. Adding refined accessories, avoiding loud logos, and caring for your grooming and fit completes the picture of understated elegance. The best part? You don't need an endless closet or extravagant spending to achieve this look. It's about making intentional choices, investing in fewer but better pieces, selecting colors and textures that work together, and presenting yourself with quiet self-respect. When you dress this way, you're not just wearing clothes, you're communicating a lifetime of experience, stability, and effortless style. For men over 50, old money dressing isn't just a fashion trend, it's a philosophy of living well. It says you know who you are, value quality, and express it with subtle sophistication. Step into this way of dressing, and you'll find yourself feeling more confident, refined, and timeless every day.